Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aprilia Nanta. In this video, I will be presenting a project that uses the prototype model in the development of an application titled SDLC Prototype Method Selection for Mobile Tracking Timeline Application Project. This video aims to explain what the prototype method is, why we cause it, and how this method furthers the characteristic of our project. Introduction. Our project is the development of an Android mobile application designed for UKM programming technocrat. This application is created to help the organization commit, manage, and track the progress of their work program in real time. In many organizations, work programs are usually planned at the beginning of the period, but their implementation is often not well documented. With this application, each work program can be created, scheduled with specific implementation dates, event reminders, and have its progress report and tracked eventually. What is the prototype method? The prototype model is one of the SDLC models that use an iterative and experimental approach. This means the system is developed through an initial version or temporary model called a prototype, which is then gradually improved based on user feedback. The stages include 1. Quick planning, outlining the basic idea of the application. 2. Building the initial prototype, creating a simple version of the apps which may include the user interface or basic function. 3. User evaluation. User test the prototype and provide feedback. 4. Revision and further development. The prototype is refined and improved. 5. This cycle is repeated until the system meets user needs and is ready for launch. Its main advantage is that users are actively involved, ensuring that the system being developed truly fits their requirements. Reasons for choosing the prototype method. Because the prototype method it perfectly fits the situation and condition of our project. 1. At the beginning of development, we didn't fully know all the user requirements. Many features were still changing based on feedback from the UKM commits. 2. We had limited time since the development was done during the active term of the UKM management. Therefore, using the prototype method allows us to show early results faster, even though the application was yet perfect. 3. The UKM commit was very cooperative. They were willing to try the prototype and provide feedback. This is important because the prototype method only succeeds if there is two-way communication between developers and users. 4. The system will continue to be used and developed, so we need a flexible method, not rigid like the waterfall model. Prototype is a great fit because it can be improved without starting from scratch. Determining factor in method selection. Several technical, non-technical factors support our choice of the prototype method. 1. The complexity of our system is at a medium level. It's not too complicated but also cannot be considered simple. 2. System requirements were not final. Features like automatic reminders or PDF reports, a part of the first prototype was shown to users. 3. Development time was short, limited by the term of the organization management. We needed a method that could quickly deliver initial results for user or stakeholders were actively engaged and open to testing. 5. Lastly, organizations like UKM tend to be dynamic, with needs that may change according to the manual work programs. The prototype method allows this adjustment to be made easily. Advantages and disadvantages of prototype. The prototype method certainly has its strengths and weaknesses. Its advantages include 1. We can develop the system directly based on the actual needs of users. 2. User interaction with the prototype helps us gain a deeper understanding of what is truly needed. 3. Fast feedback accelerates the system improvement process. 4. The prototype also serves as a visual documentation tool, making it easier to present and communicate ideas to stakeholders. The weaknesses include 1. Sometimes there are reports revision because features keep changing. This can cause delays if not properly managed. 2. This method requires active use commitment. Without it, the results may not be accurate. 3. Users may sometimes misunderstand, thinking the prototype is the final product when it's actually just a draft. Conclusion. It can be concluded that the prototype method is the most appropriate choice for the development of the tracking timeline of work programs mobile application for UKM programming technocrat. The unclear use requirement and the system potential for change make the prototype the development attempt can present an early version of the system to user and receive direct feedback. This allows adjustment to be made early in the process, resulting in a final product that better aligns with real user needs. That's all can share for now. I apologize for any shortcoming. I hope this has been beneficial. And it hard. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.